Close your eyes, 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 eyes,
Hello everyone, welcome to On the Cards. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading is a message from our galactic ancestors. Now for those of you who believe in starseeds, who are starseeds, this message is one that came to me many moons ago, and I was apprehensive about doing it because it seems a little far out. Now, the message that they have for us is actually appropriate with everything that is going on in the current climate. With the previous readings that I've done, where it's messages from the ancestors, messages from the universe, and there's these really intense messages about following like the skills and the stories, the wisdoms, the traditions, techniques of the ancestors. This kind of goes in line with it, but it's slightly different. This is now covering humanity on a whole. The messages from the galactic ancestors came to me while I was coming out of sleep, right? And I've been given hints throughout the months, but I've gotten more information just recently that really pushed me to focus on doing this video. It was like a nudge from the galactic ancestors, and what they're saying is humanity needs to, it's simple, but it's complex in a sense. Humanity needs to connect more with the earth, with Gaia, Mother Gaia, with self, with each other. Now, you would hear that and immediately think, well, connect with my brothers and sisters, my fellow human brothers and sisters. Yes, but what they were saying is connecting with the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, right? Just the earth on a whole. Because what humanity is failing to realize is that we are all interconnected, right? So again, not all of you, some of you already know and recognize it and are actually doing it, but many people are not doing it. Many people look at the animal kingdom like, okay, we're not like you, we're not the same. I am human, you are animal, you are different. And what the galactic ancestors are saying is, no, we need to step away from that. And we need to realize that we're all made up of all four elements, right? Fire, water, earth, and air. So that's humans, animals, plants, everything. We're all made up of the same elements. So we need to recognize that we need to respect each other, respect plants, respect animals, insects, all of that good stuff, right? And not detach from that, separate ourselves from that. That's the first message that they gave. They said that if you look at how the animal kingdom operates, we will realize that there's a part of ourselves that we've lost, right? That's been conditioned out of us, and that is a balance with instinct, intuition, and intelligence, right? Logic. Now, it's for humans, it's tilted, right? Either this way, intuition, or logic. It's never balanced. It's never balanced. And they said, look at the animal kingdom. So the problem with humanity is that we have an arrogance about us, and that arrogance is what is holding us back, because we feel that we are better than. We do it with ourselves, our own kind, right? Humans, and we do it with animals, we do it with plants. And what we need to realize, and this is what they're saying, is no, you're not. You are no different than, because compared to us, you are just a mere, you're squashable. That's what I saw. Oh, my ears is ringing. It's like the image that I got was like a squash. Like I can just squash you. You're disposable. Like how we step on ants or we hit a fly and it's like we think nothing of it because they're less than, right? That's how they're seeing us, earthlings. I mean, the feeling that I had while experiencing this was a sense of, you saw how it's not inferior, but how much more we need to learn, how little we are achieving, and that our potential is a lot greater than we think. We actually think that we're there, but we're not. Now, there was another image that I had that was a little bit disturbing. Now, imagine you're in space and you're looking down on the earth from a distance, right? Now, this image, the feeling that I had was that there are other life forms in space watching Earth. 3 negative, right, life form is watching the Earth, and there's multiple, like many, maybe 10 allies. And I actually was communicating with one of the allies and one of the negative life forms, and they both were in agreement that humanity's downfall is its arrogance, right? Humanity's downfall is the fact that they think that they know, but they don't know, and we destroy. We like to destroy. We don't unite. We don't use our full potential. We don't connect with ourselves, our instincts, intuition, using logic, using intelligence. It's not balanced. So if we're in certain situations, you're like a fish out of water. And the negative life form is laughing. They're the ones that did that. Squash you like an ant. They're laughing and saying, look, we can just come in and just destroy you all. We don't even need to do what these, how can I put it? What's going on in the current climate where they're trying to alter things and create situations. They don't need to do that because we're doing it ourselves. So they'll just come in and just dominate us. That's what they're saying, right? They just come in and dominate because we are weak in that sense. But we have the potential to go toe to toe with them, because the figure that I'm getting is we're only using 10% of our potential. Right? And the image that they gave me as well is, you know how people are impressed with those who can read others' minds or levitate or just things like that. You will be able to do that if you were to fulfill your full potential. Right? They can already do that. Now the number of life force, the negative ones and the positive ones, it's no different to the population of the earth. So if there's 7 billion people on this planet, for each one it's like 7 billion. It's the 3 main negative life force. That's kind of scary, but we have a lot of allies as well. Now what the allies are saying is you need to connect with the earth, see yourself as one with the earth, right, as one, in order to defend it. Because if these negative life forces come in and we are detached from the earth, we think that we're better than certain, animals, plants, etc., then we have a serious problem. They can just come in and just clean house. We'll hand it over to them. And that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to defend what is yours because it's a part of you. You are a part of Gaia. You are part of Mother Earth. Physically a part of it. So the allies are saying, the good life force is saying that they shouldn't have to be doing all the dirty work in order to defend us. We have to also defend ourselves. So we're joining forces with them to fight the negative forces, to release the negative forces, to not allow them to dominate us. But we can't just be sitting back and letting them do all the work. And I completely agree with that. So that, and in that case, it would make sense that if you're going to sit back, then they're fighting for something that is not theirs. So if they should win, then it actually is theirs. They could actually claim it, but they don't want to. But that's what they're saying. You have to look at it that way. Now, the reason why Earth is being watched is because it's happened before with Mars, the planet Mars. There was life form on there, and it ran like Earth, right? There was a system set up like Earth, and it was taken over and destroyed. And what they're saying is that the same fate could happen, right? So whatever happened to Mars can happen here on Earth. Some of us have the wisdom. Some of us have the wisdom. So those who are Martians, get your Akashic records done. Do past life regression. Just try to go back to that time before the invasion and then after, so that you can gain insights and help bring about change here by giving information, wisdom on how we can prevent this from happening, right? They're watching Earth because if you imagine the core, when you go to the Earth's core, there's this beam of this orange life force, I'm calling it. It's like a nucleus. And inside that, there's this bright, brilliant, bright light. Huge, pure, purer than pure. And each of us have a bit of that in us, right? So these dark forces want that. So for each planet that they invade, I'm getting goose bumps, man. This is like serious. Okay. Each planet that they invade and destroy the civilization, they collect that white light force. They collect it, that life force from the actual planet. It's like we're all connected to it. So it's like they get you and they get it, well, a part of you. So you have the white light that's in a human, right? Your soul. When you transition, a part of that goes to the spiritual realm, and then another part of it, that bit that was attached to the actual physical body, goes into the earth, right? It's absorbed back into the earth, and it goes into the core, into that middle, that white light, right? That middle bit, that nuclei in the Earth's core. They want that. They collect it. So every planet that they invade and destroy, they're collecting. That's the dark forces, and that's what they want with Earth. So that was it. It's really, really interesting. I was actually not sure if this is something that I should talk about. It's been like a while. Keep having these, it's like meditative or downloads or whatever you want to call it, where I'm getting these insights, and the more I resist, the more intense the feelings I get, the more images I get, the more prompting and nudging I get. So I have to put it out there. Believe what you may. I mean, there's many people who have said things that sounds really far out, and it's actually happening right now. We're seeing it, and they've said it years ago, and now it's playing out. This is not a game, and a part of humanity's ignorance is the fact that we're ignorant to think that we're the only life form. So it's you're almost like it's hiding to nothing here. So it's something where we have to really step out of that, step out of the ego, and connect fully and wholly to self and the earth. It's very important. Now, yes, there is the whole climate change, etc. And one thing that I've noticed with that is it's pushed upon the public, the masses. What we need to do is to highlight the fact that there's all these big companies making things that are in plastics, right? Making things that are not too environmentally friendly. And it's not a little, it's a lot. And that is contributing, that I would even say that is the contributing factor, the main thing as to why we have this problem. Now they can say it's supply and demand, but you can alter things. It's not, I remember having a discussion with a friend, and I said, look, I am not in my kitchen making plastic containers, right? I go shopping and the things that I want to buy happen to be in the containers. So we need to hit up the source. Is there any way that they can make these changes? Right, a few companies have changed having certain things in plastics into more like a card type thing, right? That's cool. Or is there plastics that you can recycle? But when it comes to, you know, the humans are throwing their plastic all over the place. Yes, I can see that, but that is not the main problem. That is not the main problem. What about recycling? Are all the plastics or all these garbage being recycled, being reused to create things? We have to hit up these big companies now and see if they're doing their bit, because that is the greater amount of this pollution. They're the greatest contributors to it. And if it is a plastic problem, then don't put things in plastic. Make the changes. People are open to changing that. Or should we just not buy the stuff then? We have to start from there. We have to not sit back and take the blame like, okay, like we're just walking around throwing shit on the floor. No. Stop making the stuff in these things that you can't recycle. Okay. That's just something where, I mean, my husband and I, we talk about it in friends, and that's my biggest coup. And anytime a friend says that shit to me about, well, we are doing this, no, I am not. But first we need to hit up these companies. What a Ross. Alright, so what the hell we paying all these taxes for? Look, the change starts with us. We have to make that change. So if we're going to defend this, I mean, with Gaia as well, Mother Gaia, what we're doing to the earth as humans, right? I would even put it as far as it's what they say, powers that be. So those people, again, the big organizations that are doing these things, that are doing things where they're destroying the climate and also destroying livelihoods of people, right? That's what these galactic ancestors are talking about as well. And the funny thing is, they see them as like absolute jokers, because they're like, look, we can come down and again, we can just take over. Those that we feel have our best interest, or they've overpowered us or whatever. No, they're just like us. When we look at the bigger picture here, when you got these galactic beings and then you have us humans, those people that claim to be in charge, they're not in charge at all. Because if these beings decide to come to Earth, we're all fucked. They're in the same boat as us. So the change comes with us. We as a people need to speak to these organizations, these companies, and say, look, we don't want these things in plastic. Or if it's not recycled, no, we're not going to buy it. The amount of power that we have with our money, with our with when we go out and shop, that's the power. That's the power that we still have and always have. You don't have to buy something. So if you feel that it's a problem and we want a company to stop making certain things that's harming the environment, and don't buy it. Or contact them, see if they'll make the necessary changes, or don't buy it. What are you buying it for? If it doesn't resonate with your beliefs. Many of us feel that we have a right to do Gaia's job for her, Mother Nature's job. And the truth is, we don't. We shouldn't. Do your bit by making sure that these companies stop making things that hurt the environment. What I mean by that, man-made things. Not things where it's natural, it's of the earth. Man-made things, because again, we always make things that destroy. That's what these galactic ancestors are saying. Humanity has a way of destroying things. We like to take things apart. We like to play God. Right? And I'm saying we, humanity, it's the, let's just say, the ones who are pulling the strings. So not all of us. Our bit is that we don't feel that connection with animals and plants, etc., feeling like we're all one. But these God folks, the ones that feel that they have a right to destroy and to create unnaturally, that's for them. Now, why we shouldn't do Gaia's job? Because she is more than capable of doing it herself. Think of a woman's menstrual cycle, y'all. It comes and it clears. It's the same process. If things are off balance, Gaia has a way of realigning, right? So there's no need for us to step in and cull. We don't need to do that. And when I mean cull anything, it can be humans, plants, animals, whatever. We don't need to do that because Gaia can do that all by herself. Natural disasters, all of that stuff. That's like, I see that as like the earth having its period, its menstrual cycle. And what it needs to clear, it will clear. What happens when that clear? There's like rebirth. It's that cycle. We don't need to be doing that. Gaia is more than capable of. And when she does do it, there's nothing that we can do other than run. So we get a heads up and then we take shelter. Why are we messing with these things? Why are we messing with these things, people? Right, so again, humanity's arrogance. Right, so what else? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? That was the main gist of the message for us. And this is, I'm going to say the masses, it's for us to connect more with the earth, right? And with my previous videos where I'm talking about like with the ancestors, those messages that came through with learning a manual skill. That's a part of that, again, is connecting to the earth, the natural original ways, ancestral traditions, rituals, etc. Connecting with all of that. Because it is important. What these beings are confirming is that is the key thing. Look at indigenous people. There's lots to learn from that, right? It's important to go back to those ways or recognize those ways. Don't forget, it's still practice certain things. Yes, and you can evolve, but still don't lose sight of it. That's what they're saying. Don't lose sight. What we think is primitive is not. We have all this technology and it's like we're not as far, we're not as advanced as we think we are. We're not. Okay, so I'm going to get on with this reading. So I'm going to pre-shuffle some cards and then we'll do the card selection and we get on with the reading. All right, see ya. Hello everyone, welcome to the Galactic Ancestors reading. We have 3 options here to choose from. Option 1, option 2, and option 3. Now you can pause the video, choose a pile, let's get to it. Hello option 1, for those of you who selected the first pile, here's your reading. So we're going to go through the tarot first. Okay, so we're using the First Light Tarot. So let's see what you have. So we have here past, variables affecting the issue, the Hanged Man, crossroads, transition, turning points, decisions. We have attraction, manifestation, and the Fool. Voyager, journey, progress, pathways. See what the ancestors, the galactic ancestors, have to say to you. We'll clarify with the tarot. Okay. What I'm getting from this is there's a situation here where a manifestation is delayed. Right. Yeah. Someone has manifested something and it's delayed because there's some past stuff that needs to be cleared up. We have the past cards and we have variables affecting the issue. Now, past variables. So there's some closing out that needs to happen before your manifestation can come in. Right? Your manifestation is ready. But there's a decision that you need to make. Now, for some of you, it could be ending a relationship, leaving a job, right? A decision to, I'm hearing house related. So it's like you've seen a house that you want, but you have to sell the current one that you have. For someone, there's it's something to do with like an inheritance. I'm picking up like you've inherited a house, but it's not a place where you want to live. You don't want to live in the house, and you're trying to decide if you should rent it out or sell it. For others, it's something where there's something that you manifested, there's something that you wanted badly, right? And a new opportunity was brought forward, and then that thing that you wanted to manifest also came forward, and you have to decide which one you want. Because we have the Fool card here, and it's all about taking a leap. It's all about going forward, moving forward without all the details, right? With moving forward into the unknown. So we have here the Fool card, and it's the Voyager. So that's the explorer, right? That's you going on this journey into the unknown. But first, before that can happen, there's something in the past that needs clearing up. For some, it could be an opportunity where you're going to have to leave like your family behind. I'm picking up like even children, and you don't want to leave your children behind. That feels more like work related, so you could be offered your dream job. I'm seeing here like something in media, right? Something where you're in front of a camera and you're going to have to leave your children in order to pursue this career. It's something that you really wanted. You manifested this. Yeah, someone doesn't trust their spouse with the children, meaning that they're able to look after them the way that you could. It's that feeling that comes across as well. Let's pull some clarifiers. What is this past variable affecting this manifestation? Relationship wise, I'm getting chills here. It's someone that you're in a connection, and it feels long term. You're in a long term connection, could be even marriage, right? And you're pretty much ready to end it, move on to your Nine of Cups, move on to a more fulfilling life. Because it could be the energy I'm picking up is that the relationship has pretty much ran its course, and the Mr. Right, Mrs. Right has entered your life or is available, and you have to close this this relationship out in order to pursue that, or they have to close their relationship out in order to bring this connection to light. Ooh, for someone, this is quite interesting. It's a job, their dream job. They've been offered a dream job, but there's some things that you have done in your past that may affect it. Right? So that could be like as extreme as like having a sex tape. Even that, I mean, that's so cliche, but like a sex tape, or there's evidence of you doing something that would embarrass the company, right? And you're gonna have to clear that up. What's this jumping card? We have here Two of Materials. Interesting. So the Two of Material here is saying that you do need to balance the issues from your past, but it's also saying that if it is your past will come to haunt you, like whatever is from the past is going to come to light, it's going to materialize. So there's a need for you to not ignore it, to face it. The roses signifies, and red is taking action. Yes, Eight of Inspirations. So this, once you clear up your past situation, whether it be releasing something or putting to bed certain things, maybe actions that you've done in the past that needs to be sorted, your manifestation is going to come in quickly. We have the Eight of Inspiration, the Eight of Wands, so it will come in quickly. Now it's also saying that if you do not sort this out, the past, that is going to come, that's going to materialize quickly as well, the past stuff. So you do need to really sort this out. Let me get one more. Just restoring balance. Restoring balance will allow you to bring in your manifestations quickly. And you're not going to know all the details. It's hidden from you for a reason. I'm hearing that it's to restore joy. I'm hearing it's to restore joy. Balance. So we have 12. And we have 2 and we have 0. Yes, look at that. We have the Sun card flying out. So all will be well. We have the Sun card. All will be well. So all you need to do is to balance the past, restore balance of your past, right? Put certain things to bed, release what needs to be released, and it will free up space for this new manifestation to come in. And you can go on your new journey happily, skipping down the road. There's a sense of, with the Sun card and it being very yellow here, there's a sense of inner peace as well. So once you handle this, once you get all of this sorted out, you will be able to enter this new phase, this new beginning at peace, in harmony, balanced, and confidence as well. Confident. Looking at her shoes, she looks quite confident running forward. But yeah, that's really, yeah, everything can blossom. You can blossom with ease and not have any worries of anything creeping up, yeah, to distort this journey. Okay, let's see your oracle card. So we have here, this is from the Work Your Light, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Exactly. You're sorting this out from the past. You're laying the foundations where you're clearing things up. You're releasing what doesn't serve you. Or you're balancing, you're putting to bed certain things that can harm your future. Okay, let's see. This is from the Starseed Tarot. Baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. It's saying that with the Two of Pentacles, the past variables, not enter into solving this with hostility or in that frantic energy, right? There's an urgency I'm feeling, like panic and don't be in that energy. Be in the energy where you are logically, right? Logically, strategically, and also listening to your gut as to how you're going to sort this out. Move towards resolving this in a peaceful manner, in a balanced manner. There's no need to rush because it's going to come in anyway, your manifestation. That's what it's saying. We have here empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what is not yours. Yeah, that falls under that frantic energy, but also that's you just focusing mainly on this, putting this to bed so your manifestation can move forward. Not panicking about what others might have to say about this. So let's say other family members or friends know about this manifestation coming in. This is something that you've dreamt of and it's now right there. You can grasp it. But this is something that can, put a spanner in the works. If they're freaking you out because they're worried, they really want it for you, don't take on their energy. Don't, right? Have a cool head and listen to your intuition, your gut as to what to do. Okay? That's what it's saying. Last card we have here, the Sun again. How interesting. Light. That is interesting. You got the Sun twice. Everything is going to be okay. That's double confirmation. Everything is going to be okay. Please do not worry. And that's what the galactic ancestors are saying. Your manifestations coming in. Sort out your past, right? Clean up the past. Make room for this new beginning, because it is going to be a beautiful one. This feels with this card, it feels like someone in the public eye. It just has that feeling. Your light shining, you're illuminating. Yeah, be balanced within. There's a lady here in this lotus pose. Be balanced within. All will be well. We got 6, balance again. Wow. Let's get a card from the starseed. Thank you. We have here wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Exactly. Seeing this situation as a way to expand your spiritual light. Expand your joy. Expand who you are. Expand your wisdom. Expand your gifts. Expand your joy, your talents. All right, this is beautiful. All right, so I'm going to end the reading right here. Thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Also, leave a comment down below regarding the opening of this video. It's very important that we speak about this, right? The key thing here for humanity is to communicate, to speak and voice each other's opinions. Okay, so yes, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected this pile, here's your reading. So first we're going to pull the tarot, and then we're going to look at the oracle cards. So let's see what we have here. We have well-being, awareness. We have the Empress, growth, abundance, productivity. We have development at the top. The Chariot, drive, determination, ambition, emotional control. We have diversity, blending. And we have why is this happening? Okay. What I'm getting from this is a group where some of you are like to work alone. All right, this could be working alone in your job, your business, projects. You just like to do things by yourself because there's not much faith in other people being able to do the job like you. Get things done. There's a sense of efficiency when it comes to you. You do things in a way where you dot all I's and you cross all T's. And you don't trust that many other people have that same work ethic as yourself. Now, what the galactic ancestors are saying is that as much as that is a wonderful quality, we need to remember that we need to blend in with others. We do need others. We need people. It's okay to not do everything all by yourself. You can draw people in to help, but what you should do is feel out, observe what they can and can't handle, what they're capable of, what they're not capable of. And that's how you can assign certain tasks for them, and then they will be able to complete it in the manner that you like. For someone here, they are very comfortable working by themselves. And what's with working by themselves, a lot of their projects don't work out the way that they hoped. They're not getting the results that they hoped, and the reason why is that they need to work with others. We have here blending with the number 7 card, diversity, right? You're being asked to interact with others and allow others to come in and help you release some of the load, right? By doing things all by yourself, it could affect your health. So the stress can then develop into something physical. When you accept the help and support, your projects will grow. You will see productivity and abundance, growth, and you will see your success. You will see things moving forward, and you will be gaining success. There's fear of recognition, so there's fear of working in a group and you being ignored. So you being the mastermind. Oh yeah, that I'm getting an image here of being in a school setting or a classroom setting. There's that joke where you're working in a group in a classroom setting and you have one or two people who do absolutely nothing towards the project, but they get credited as well, and also the high mark. That always happens, and I understand that that is something that you don't like, because I feel the same way too. I was always one of the students that worked. But you do need to allow people to step up. So in doing that, you would observe them and see what they're capable of, and then give them a task to complete. So don't just sit back and just do all the work and then feel bitter and heavy-hearted about it. No, you give people work that they can manage. It eases, it frees up the load, right? I'm seeing like a 10 of Wands, a person with a whole carrying a huge rucksack of burdens on their back, and you don't need that because it's not good for your health. We have card number 22 here. 22 is a master number. It's all about building, right? Building. It's wisdom, but building, developing wisdom. And we have here the card awareness. So this is you needing to recognize that you are a leader. But leaders don't need to be doing everything themselves. Leaders delegate. That Empress, it's a leader. She delegates. Emperor delegates. They don't do everything. Right? So that's what it's saying. Be aware of this, your power, your leadership qualities, and get out of the mindset of you being the grafter only. No, you can stand up and dictate. So why is this happening? Because you need to get out of the energy of, for someone it feels like playing it small as well. Because you're so used to being invisible, not seen, grafting, you're not seeing yourself as, you're not seeing your true magnificence here. right? There's a need to align that energy, right, in order to achieve success. Controlling your emotions, that's what it's saying here, especially with the bitterness with those lazy sods in a group setting. Yeah, completely understand. But you have drive, you have ambition, and you have the potential to have extreme success. But all you need to do is to be comfortable with networking, with blending in, with working with others, and with standing out. I'm getting an energy of standing out, because you will do really, really well by being present and being seen. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Yeah, it's like standing in your power. Standing in your power. There's someone that's playing it small. There's someone that is afraid of standing in the energy of the Empress. The Magician, stop it. The Magician. You have all the tools. You have, oh, I'm getting chills here, seriously. You have all the tools to lead, right? You know, you have all the skills to run a group. And if the group acts up, I mean, this is how skilled you are. If you're in a group setting and no one wants to work because they're trying to be difficult, you can do everything yourself if you wanted to, and still get that A, still get the job done. However, it is much easier if you delegated, right, with a firm fist, like, you're going to be doing this. This is your role. That is your role, with confidence, with magnificence, with power. You could do that, and you can set everyone straight. They'll be working under you like this. But you have to build up the confidence in order to do that. You have all the tools to lead. Be a powerful leader. Also, you need to listen to your intuition as well. Because the Magician, what is not said about the Magician is that the Magician is also connecting with the spiritual realm, right, and the ancestral realm. So it's as above, so below, right? The Magician is able to tap into the spiritual realm, the lower world, the ancestral realm, and also our reality, right? The Magician can gain messages from the spiritual realm, ancestral realm, and apply it into our reality. That's how powerful the Magician is. It's not only, oh, manifestation. No. This is the full Monty here. Okay, let's get another card. Oops. Magician number 1. I mean, seriously. Let's have another card. Whoops. Okay, we have here the Ace of Inspiration, the Ace of Wands. Exactly. By allowing people in and being able to delegate, you can get things done. Projects, you can get things done like this, and it will be not only quick but also effective, right? Inspirational, right? It will inspire so many people. They'll be open to listening, because there's something with the Wands card when I'm picking up the energies that it's so quick. It gets people's attention. Wands is it inspires. It gets people looking, right? It makes people want to move, right? So you're capable of doing that. But when you work as a group, the project will like run. I see like this like the top team. That's what I'm seeing, like the top team. Like you're the top of the table kind of thing. Nobody can match you because you know your stuff. Your group is hot. Everyone knows their role. Everyone follows their role, and there's a level of respect for self, and each person has respect for each other. One more card. Seven of materials, Seven of Pentacles. That's right. Seven of Pentacles. This is all about assessing. So when I said about observing others and seeing what they're capable of and what they're not capable of, that's what you'll be doing. So you're looking at everyone and seeing what they're skilled at and giving them tasks that best suits their skill level, to have the ultimate success, to have the best outcome, right? And then of course you'll be assigning with the Seven of Materials, you're assigning the roles. That's it. That's beautiful. This is screaming lead. This is screaming stepping into the energy of leading. There's no need for you to be doing things all by yourself. You're more than capable of running a team. This could also be a promotion in a job where there's a position up, a higher position than where you currently are available, and you're not feeling confident enough that you are capable of applying for that role. Yes, you are. You're very much so capable. Even more so, it will be a stepping stone for you to then move up to the next level and the next and the next, and eventually doing your own thing for some. But you are more than capable. Oh yes. And you will be recognized. You will definitely be recognized, because it will work out in your favor 100%. Okay, let's get see what the oracle have to say. We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Yes, exactly. Now for some of you, it's being comfortable in the role. So what I'm getting from this is just being grounded in the energy of being able to lead, being able to want to be in that position, but not getting all, how can I say, big-headed about it, right? So you could be a leader, but you don't have to be a big-headed leader, right? You can do your job effectively, efficiently, but not be egotistical and arrogant. So that's what that's calling for. You're more than capable of. You're not, and if you're worried about you becoming that way, you won't. Because you know what it's like to be on both sides. You will be on that side where you're leading, and you know what it's like to be led. Okay, next card. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Mirated. Of course. It's telling you to go for it. Go for it. It's the Fool card. Take the leap of faith. Go for it. The universe wants you to do this. The galactic ancestors are saying, yay, go for it. We recognize this in you. Ooh, I'm getting chills. They're saying, go for it, go for it. You're more than capable of. We have the full moon here, right? That's growing, expanding. Next card, Earth, home. Card number 15, 6, balance, coming together. Look at all these fruits. That's abundance. It matches with the Empress. The Empress is all about abundance, fertility, growth. We have Earth here twice. So there's definitely a need to ground your energy. Ground your energy. Bring this to life. Make this happen, because you won't regret it. You will not regret it at all. You're in that energy to lead now. You're developed, you're seasoned now. You have more than enough experience. The magician, you have all the skills. Your light needs to shine now. You deserve it. Let's get a card from the Star Seed. Be at home with self, because it's the Earth card. It's home. Oops. Be at home with self. Interesting. So this is so appropriate. We have the Strength card. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Yep. I mean, this is just screaming that. Go for it. I'm getting chills still. Go for it. You will not regret it. So I'm going to end the reading right here. Thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Also, the opening of this video, please leave a comment about that, the whole message from the galactic ancestors. We all need to be talking and communicating with each other, sharing each other's opinions. So definitely, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below and I'll see you next time. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And have a blessed day. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected this pile, here's your reading. Okay, we're going to pull the tarot first and we're going to look at the oracles. So now, the first card we have here is Wild card. Second card we have is number 12, Karma, Domino Effects. Third card we have is card number 21, World Renewal, and it says Rebirth, Reincarnation, Celebration. What I'm getting from this is, for many of you in this pile, you're going through a period of major upheaval. Now, there's two groups here. For some, everything is just going wrong. With the domino effect, the karma card domino effects, everything is just, it's like a run of bad luck. Like, how can this possibly happen to one person? It's like bad luck after bad luck after bad luck, or misfortune after misfortune. And then the other group, it's the reverse. It's actually good fortune, back to back to back to back, and you're questioning as well. You're like, how can I have all this good luck? There's one thing after the other. Is this even possible? Right? Now, it's karma. So it's what you have contributed, right? What you have contributed in previous lives and this lives, you're now getting your just dues. So whether it be good or bad, right? Now, for those of you who are going through the run of bad luck, trust and believe it is coming to an end, right? With the World card, you had to go through that to complete karmic cycles from previous lives, but also I'm picking up ancestral karma as well, patterns. You're clearing all of that up. You had to go through that, and now it is just completely, it's a clean slate. Right? Rebirth. Reason why I say ancestral pattern, we have here reincarnation, and yes, reincarnation is past lives, but I'm feeling the energy of the ancestors as well. This is a pattern that just keeps being carried over, and it's not a lot of you, it's some of you where you have signed up to clear this karma. For some, it could be relationship wise. So let's say in your family, your ancestors were in marriages that they weren't happy in, but they stayed because it was the right thing to do, right? But they just felt unfulfilled, incomplete, and they sat in that until the end of their days, transitioned, and realized, well, I really didn't have to sit in that. I could have had my 9 of Cups. Another situation, I just got this, is your ancestor was married but was in love with someone else, and they had an opportunity to end the marriage to be with that person, and they chose not to. They chose to sit in the marriage. It could be kids, finances, whatever would have held them there, and they were completely unfulfilled until their dying days. And they probably were the ones that would tell their kids or great nephews, nieces, that, you know, make sure that you choose love over anything else, or be with the person that you truly love. Those are the ones that are telling their stories like that because they've lived it. So for you may encounter a situation like that, where you're going to be at a crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision, whether being with someone that you truly love and you're person that you're married to, and you're going to have to decide, you're going to have to break the karma. And breaking the karma would be following your heart. So if your heart says that that person is the right person, I want to be with my true love, that's where you go. You don't sit in something and then have regrets, right? So you can apply this to anything, job, or any area of your life. But that's the ancestral karma that needs clearing. And that could also be personal karma as well from previous lives. So trust that new cycle, clean slate. Your run of bad luck has come to an end. Now, I'm being told that it's actually lessons. Now, for some of you, the run of bad luck is actually lessons to build you up, right? This is you ascending. This is you stepping into your big feet. I don't even know what the hell, that doesn't make any sense, but that's what I'm hearing. So it's like I'm seeing it's like a child stepping into their adult shoes, like their mom and dad's shoes. So a little boy putting on his dad's shoes and it's really big for him, or a girl putting on her mom's shoes. It's like that. So you're stepping into that energy of adulthood, but spirit wise. So there's an ascension in that sense, like your spirit is maturing. And what I'm feeling from that is you might be not a very young soul, but a youngish soul, young enough soul. So not a soul where you've lived like 61 lives or 70 lives or 80 lives, not that one. More along the lines of like 20. Yeah, 20 lifetimes, and there's lessons, there's tasks that you need to complete in order to, ascend your soul. You look at that, I'm seeing 12 and 21. How interesting. Mirroring. Right, exactly. So with the 12 and 21, it's 12, the karma. It's like by the time you hit the rebirth cycle, right, this clearing off, you would have ascended from 12 to 21. That's what it's saying. It's like the lessons, you would have tick, 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 completed all of those lessons. You would have jumped that high. So don't look at it as a really awful thing. With 3 here, that's self-mastery. That's what it's about. So don't think that this came out of the blue. No, this is something that has been predetermined. However, they want you to celebrate your progress, or you will celebrate your progress in the end. For others, it could be health, where you're a period of bad health or needing to look after your well-being, physical well-being, and it's going to be a new cycle where everything, it's like a clean slate. Everything will be all good and it will be a clean slate for you. Let's clarify. I'm hearing changing your outlook. Changing your outlook on life. Because for some of the lessons that you're learning, you don't need to go through it. You don't need to experience it, but it's you being stubborn, not following your true north, not following your path, and you're fighting it. Whoops. What's that? Tower and the Emperor. Interesting. Right, so let's clarify these cards. Please. So we have here the Emperor. That card was just peeping out. Right, so we have the Emperor standing in your power. This is you taking control. So yeah, so for some of you, you're now stepping into the energy of being the Emperor. So you've gone through this run of bad luck, misfortune, you learned a lesson, and now you're leveling up. You're becoming one where you're taking control of your life and situations in your life. Right? You are leading. You're inspiring others as well. We have 4, which is about stability and balance. This can hit any area of your life. It could be material stability with work, relationship, health. You've gone through something that's caused you to go to shift. You've learned a lesson and shift into this energy of leading, standing in your power. Look at her, look at her pose. Almost looks like a tulip. You're blossoming into self, knowing when to take action. Also with the Emperor, the Emperor can be stubborn. So this could be you holding on to control, holding on so tightly to this situation, this karma, fighting the changes that needed to happen, that you've actually prolonged this process. Hence when I was saying earlier where some of you experience things that you didn't need to experience, and that could be because of holding on to control, needing control of a situation when you need to just release it and just go with the flow, let it happen. Let's pull some more cards. For others, it's following others. It's like looking, wanting to be like others, and then you finally stepped into the energy of being yourself because you realize it doesn't serve you. Okay, so I think we got all the cards here. So we have the Two of Cups, Two of Emotions, Two of Cups, and then we have here the Seven, this way, Seven of Voices, Seven of Swords. Yep. It's learning the truth about self. This is you with the Two of Cups. This is all about balanced emotion. This is partnerships, right? This could be meeting the right people. But in this reading, I'm feeling more with self. It's like balancing your emotions, your shadow and light. Needing to do that in order to step in the Emperor energy. But also with the Seven of Voices, that's like lying to self, right? Not feeling good enough to be in this energy, but more so denying your feelings, your true feelings, right? Denying the shadow element and needing to work on it, and denying the light element and not wanting to embrace it. So there's that, I'm getting that for someone, and they finally stepped into the energy, or divine intervention might have stepped in and allowed them to have to face this, work on it, embrace the lessons, and then now they're stepping into this new energy of the Emperor, standing in their power. Now I'm gonna just throw the relationship one out there, or partnership one. When it comes to a relationship, what I'm picking up with this is there's someone who is in a connection that is actually right, well balanced. This can be a romantic relationship, a work partnership, but they have a sense of needing total control at all times. Total control of the dynamics, what happens in the connection, right? Not having any type of consideration for the other person involved. Also, there's not open to expressing their true feelings to this person. They're wearing a mask, they're hiding it. For some, there's a person that really does feel that you are the right one for them, but they're not saying it at all. They're not expressing it. They want to be in this energy of having total control of their thoughts, feelings, and actions. Maybe this could be due to past disappointments, right? And they don't want that to happen, or fear that it will happen in this connection. So that's why they're kind of on the fence with this one. But it could be that now there is a change of cycle with the World card. There is a new cycle stepping in where this person might be more open to dropping their mask, letting you in, because I'm seeing here with the Seven of Swords, there's a door here. They're more open to letting you in bit by bit into their space, personal space, right? So there's that. But definitely keep an ear out, because I'm looking at the fox here, and that's the trickster. right? So there's a need for being lighthearted, right? The trickster is all about, how can I put this? They can switch a scenario, switch a situation like that. So 1 minute you could feel that everything is going well, we're on the right track, and then it just switches on you. That's how the trickster works. So you need to be lighthearted, go with the flow, not have any expectations, right? So that's very, very important when dealing with an emperor energy, with the seven of voices, that trickster, deception-ish type energy. And mind you, deception can be just wearing a mask, not wanting to express their true feelings. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up with that one. Right. Anything else? It's definitely screaming, stand in your power though, right? To balance your emotions and to stand in your power, to be more confident, not feel like a fraud. Because for me, the seven of voices, the seven of swords is also a card of not feeling confident in self, confident that you are capable of doing something, like feeling like a fraud, or what is it? Well, yeah, low self-esteem, not being good enough. So there's a need for you to get out of that energy, balance your emotions, balance your shadow and light, and embrace it. And then, yeah, move into this new cycle. So let's go and see what your oracle cards have to say. So we have here, this is from the Starseed. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. We got water here twice. We got 2 of Cups and water your garden. There's a need, yeah, for self-care. For those of you who have had the run of bad luck, and now that's close to coming to the end, there's a need to have some downtime, me time. That's what this is screaming for. Having some me time to balance your emotion, to restore balance, to recharge your batteries, to connect with self, to because I'm looking at the stars here, right? And it feels like you're in this energy of like either being beaten the hell up by the universe with the karma card, or you're constantly having this wall up, and it takes a lot of energy to maintain this wall. And what you need to do is to just have some time to just drop your guard and just do you. Have a spa day, have a nice bath, connect with nature. Here I'm picking aromatherapy. I'm seeing aromatherapy with the flowers. I'm thinking picking flowers. Having flowers around you to raise your vibration. Also rose oil, that is the highest frequency, so use that to raise your vibration, get you into that nice positive energy and out of this 7 of Swords energy here, right? I'm also picking up breathing exercise, doing breath exercise. You can see that on YouTube, where you can just sit down and do breath exercises to connect with yourself, higher self. That's very important. I'm also looking at her shoulder and neck. So there's a need to massage your neck to release some of the tension around your shoulders. Yeah, definitely bath, pool. Next card we have here, the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Yep. So everything is falling into place. We're stepping out of that karmic energy of having the run of bad luck, things not working out, this whole wild card situation, spanner in the works. That's all coming to an end. You've learned the lessons, you're leveling up, and now you're not connecting to self, and also you're going to be connecting with like individuals. So for some of you, this 7 of voices could also be people who don't want you to shine, don't want you to be in this energy of knowing who you are, standing in your power. They want to keep you down. And this is saying you're going to interact with the right individuals as well. Next card we have is no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. What's that one for? Right. That one is for the connection. So if you are with someone that is in emperor energy, that is wearing the mask, that wants total control of the situation, the connection, don't get too hot and heavy and have too much of any expectations with them, because they're in this energy of the trickster. So remember when I said to you earlier, where 1 minute you may be feeling things are going great and the next it just changes course? Yeah, it's saying, so don't get your heart too deeply in this connection. You got to be open and be flexible, light-hearted, right? Light-hearted interactions. So just be very, very careful, because with the lightning here, I'm seeing drama. Yeah, they're working with whatever they're working with inside. There's some type of storm, inner conflict, inner drama that they need to work on. Right? They need to sort that out first before they can before they can even be in the frame of mind to be thinking about this connection. This needs to be balanced within them first. They have to have their Two of Cups for themselves first before they can give it to anyone else. Because like this karma card here says, the domino effect, it would be a shit show. And you really don't want that, especially with your heart. Next card, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Exactly. That ties in with the No card, and again with the relationship. They need to be doing self-love work, right? Connecting with self, watering their garden, nourishing their soul, right? Healing their soul, recovering from this upheaval. And I have gone on about the whole negative, those who are experiencing negative domino effect. But for those who are experiencing positive, good vibrational, back-to-back positive experiences, that is your good. That's because of the karma that you've put in from past lives, etc. You are experiencing good fortune because of the good things, the good deeds that you've done. Right? What you've done to help your fellow man, animals, plants, whatever. Right? Self. Loving yourself, looking after yourself, you're putting in the work. So when you put in the work, you're shifting your vibration and you're receiving, you're in that energy of the yin, the feminine energy of receiving, bringing good fortunes to you. Right? So if we're going to apply the no, you're going to be in the energy where you're going to be saying no to people who don't serve you. They're not going to contribute to your highest good. So you're going to be in that energy where you're going to be like, no, you want to be friends with me? I don't think so. I'm in a different space. I'm in a different place in my life. So I'm going to have to take a rain check on that. Beautiful. Let's see the last card here. Volcanoes, power. Isn't that interesting? Card number 9, ending of cycles, my dear. So again, with the World card, new cycle begins, right? New cycle begins. 21 reduces to 3. We have 3 here. That's self-mastery. And we have here card number 12, which reduces to 3 again. 3. Interesting. So it's really heavy on the self-mastery and the lessons. So it's really, really powerful. And it feels like the upheaval that you are experiencing is one that is earth shattering. But with volcanoes, lava create new lands. Lava is very nourishing, very healing, right? Lava, and this image here, this is you bursting into your true self. And the imagery is similar with this lotus. Look at her hand here. It's like a flower blossoming. Same thing here. You are bursting into your power, erupting into your power, spreading your gloriousness, your magnificence, your power. Everyone can feel it. It's magnetic, right? It's magnetic, but you can sense the power and the danger as well. I mean, these two cards tie in here, the Emperor and the Volcano. They kind of tie in, because you don't ramp with the Emperor. You don't mess with the Emperor at all. You have you. So yeah, it's just absolutely, I'm hearing powerful changes. So it's on both sides of the spectrum as well. So you are coming out of powerful, for those of you who are experiencing powerful negative experiences where, I mean, you are really going through it. But at the end of it, you're going to be having powerful blessings, right? So this renewal, this new cycle, powerful changes, powerful blessings. You're stepping into your power. And for those of you where it's good fortune, because you have stepped in your power, you are now respected, well received. Nobody going to ramp with you because they know you got this firecracker right. It's in there. You've been there, done that. But you'll be interacting with your soul family anyway, right? So that's beautiful. Let's get a starseed card. Thank you. What do we have here? Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitation and allow your soul's light to truly shine. That's right. Look at that. That's what we've been talking about. That's what you're doing with the 333. Self-mastery. Stepping into this energy. Right? Moving away from limiting beliefs of self. Or people thinking, trying to have you in that energy because of your power. Right? You shining your light with this volcano. Look at this. Light. You got a star here too. Right? You're shining your light. You're showing your true self. That is amazing. This is a great reading. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Also, leave a comment regarding the opening of this video. We all need to leave our opinions in comments regarding the topic of the galactic ancestors, the topic of the earth itself and humanity. We need to be talking about this, sharing each other's experiences, knowledge. You know, it's very, very important. So yeah, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your